So let's start by getting back and letting all of that maybe uncomfortableness go. So take a moment to actually use your hands and move your sits bones so you can sit comfortably in the chair. Right away starting to acknowledge where your body is in space. And then place your hands gently down at your thighs. Spread your fingers nice and wide here. And take a moment to think about your head over your heart and your heart over your hips. So how are we going to find that? We're just going to move gently in space, just circling the body till it feels like it's going to come to a comfortable spot. A spot where you're lifting up from the tailbone to the crown of the head. So now close your eyes and find that breath. Find that space where you're starting to lift the heart up over the hips, and then the head is right above your heart. So you've got this one beautiful long line, not forcing anything, but feeling your body find that natural connection. Then bring the awareness to your breath. Take an inhale breath, nice, normal, but full and deep. Breathing through the nose, exhale, nice and long. Take two more of your natural breaths here, just focusing on the breath for a moment. And with eyes closed or either looking down towards the ground, we're going to come to a little bit of an added part to this. So as you inhale, I want you to think about inhaling something good, whether it be joy, peace, calm. Just take a thought, a word, and inhale it through your nose. And as you exhale, think about letting go, relieving something. It could be anger, it could be disappointment, it could be sadness. You find whatever it is without giving it too much attention. You don't want to dwell on the negativity. But just imagine inhaling whatever word you choose, maybe joy, maybe strength, and letting go, maybe it's pain, sadness. I'm going to take a few more rounds like that, still keeping that visual, that word in your mind, and notice how each time you exhale, you let a little bit more of that go, that negativity. Whatever that is that's not serving you, right? We call those the blockages in our path. If we take just a few moments every morning to do this little exercise, we can find hopefully more joy or whatever it is that you're inhaling, and it will stay with you for a longer period of time. Take 3 more rounds here. Really focus on the inhaling of the pleasurable aspect, the exhaling of that which does not serve you. Then join your hands at your heart, your palms together, and bow down, chin towards fingertips. As you release, let the head be heavy. Look down to your thighs, hands released. And then as you inhale, just push into your hands, lift up, drop the head back. Feel that length in your neck here. As you exhale, take chin to chest again. 2 more just like that. Inhale, take that gaze with you. Look up, look maybe behind you with the eyes. Coming down. And on the last one here, when we come up, we're going to pause for a moment and open the jaw. Squeeze the jaw shut and then bring the chin back down to your chest. Let's roll it over to the right. And if it's okay, you can take a full circle or just do some semicircles to the left and right. Otherwise, we're going to go all the way around in one direction 2 times. And then when you get to the center, again, move at your speed. I know for me, I enjoy feeling it a little bit more slowly. And sometimes the drop back doesn't work for me, so then just take that fanning the collarbone in the front of the chest. You don't want to do anything that's uncomfortable. When you find your chin in the center, press into your palms to lift up, find that nice tall space again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms, rest to the ceiling. Now connect your feet into the ground. As you exhale, round the back and take this down to your ankles. Take it up, inhale. Take it back. So this is just a bigger extension of what we just did with the head only. Now we're moving the whole body. Taking it down. Inhale, finding your connection between breath and movement. Last one here. Now as you come to neutral, separate the hands and take them to hold a beach ball. So the palms are turned inward, and think about that bend in your elbows. Inhale, lift the beach ball up, and then take it down to neutral. Take a twist over to your right, holding that beach ball with you. Come back to center. Lift it up, it's still a beach ball. Take it back to neutral, and then take it over to your left. Come back to center. Now this one we're going to focus on keeping the hips where they are. All right, we don't want to torque the twist, but keep the hips straight as you move just your upper body. One more to the left as you come down to center. Find your left and bring it back forward. Now extend the arms out in front, interlace, flip, and as you press, round your shoulders to the back of the room. Now imagine pulling the shoulders in, let the chest lift forward. So we're going to protract, send them out, and then retract, pull them in. One more of each. So the core is working here too. Last one. Lower the hands down. Let's take 3 shoulder rolls to the back of the room. Nice and big if you can, so full and expansive movement. And then take that forward. And then shake that all out. Let's take that beach ball again. So we have that nice rounded, drop the shoulders from your ears if you can. And we're going to take a side bend over to the right, holding the beach ball as though, I guess since you're framing your own face, I guess your head is actually that beach ball. Come to center and take it over to the left. Come to center. Let's take 2 more. See if you can get a little bit deeper on this one. So find your space. Right, we're going to ease on in, we're coming down, maybe we go a little bit deeper, and then don't go so fast where you lose the hold. That's where the work comes in, right? That's where the body has to find enough muscles to support itself. Come to center, and then the last one on your left. Beautiful. Come to center. We're going to drop that right arm, lift the left arm up, and this time come over. Arm is long over the ear. Beautiful. We're going to grab hold of that wrist and give it a tug. One more breath here. Come up through center, release that left hand, slide it down to your side, come over. Nice breath here, really releasing, letting go. And we're going to grab that wrist, gentle pull and a tug, pulling it right over your ear if you can. And then rise up through center. As you float your arms down, roll the wrists out. Nice full rolls, involve the fingers here. Let the wrists roll out, let everything roll out. And take it down to the ground. Shake that, roll out. Bring your hands into prayer. We're going to take that right elbow down to the right thigh. Press into the prayer so you can open up your heart to the side wall. So imagine your palms being energy, pushing together to lift you up. And then come back up to center, and let's take the opposite side. Same sensation here. Give yourself the opportunity to notice if something feels different this morning, where that's coming from. Don't go into the why, just notice. Come back to center. Open your arms up into a T shape. Flip your palms, reach them back, lift your chest. Look up. Now we're going to sweep them forward as though we were clapping. Take 3 more of those. And you're going to do a seated movement like this called breath of joy. This time we're going to add the breath. Deep inhale. Exhale out your mouth. One more like that. Inhale, swim it back. Big exhale out the mouth. Lift that prayer right up above your heart and bring it down. Release the hands and shake that out. Let's sit further toward the edge of the chair. Take your feet with you. We'll move into some sun salutations. Take your hands into prayer. Inhale, coming to cactus. Exhale, roll on down. Inhale, come halfway. Find your long spine. So gazing at the floor. And remember, we had head over heart, heart over hips, but now we're in an angle here. Now release it down. Let the arms dangle. Roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your time here. Last thing up is the crown of the head, and then the arms come up to prayer overhead. Bring them back to your heart. We're going to take that 2 more times. Inhaling to cactus, exhaling to float down. Finding yourself midway, long spine. Release again and roll it up. Last thing up, last that unfolds is the head. Arms come up and back to heart. Last one like this before we add some additional pieces. Coming on down. Making your halfway point once again. Releasing, slow roll up. Rise up into sun circle, hands to your heart. And we'll add on here a little bit of side twists. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale halfway, exhale, release. Keep the left hand down. Take the right arm out to just the shoulder height. Don't go higher this time, and look towards your finger. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. That's why we're not going up too high. We're not putting pressure on the back of the shoulder. Lower that hand. And then just slowly lift the left, look left. So it's reaching for the side wall rather than the ceiling. Nice, everybody. Nice little adjustment there. Lower it down. Now sweep them both. Big sun circle, rise up, palms touch, bring the hands to the heart. Same thing, just like that. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, halfway, exhale, release. Left stays just up to that T, shoulder height here, no deeper, looking at the fingers so the head is turned to the right. 1 more breath. Lower it down. Take the left up. If the floor is far away, use your shin for support rather than your foot. 1 more breath. Lower it down. Big sun circle, rise up. Hands come to your heart. Now keep that prayer. Press in, let the elbows lift up. We're going to take a twist over to the right. Come back to center. Twist to the left. Come back to center. 1 more each side, coming to your right and center, left and center. Lower the hands, and let's take the feet to the corners of the room. So open them as much as it feels comfortable. Just make sure the toes are turned out away from the heels. The inner arches are facing toward the inside of your legs. And let's take the hands back into prayer. We're going to drop that right elbow down, pressing into your palms here. So get that nice length from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And do something just a little different from here. Keep the right hand where it is and just lift the left arm up. Take it back to your prayer and come to center. Let's take that left elbow down. Find the prayer first, right? So we get into the shape before we make any other changes or adjustments. And then maybe lengthen out that right arm. Take it back to your heart and come to center. Release the hands down, shake out the shoulders. Take your left hand to your hip, right hand inside the knee, and slide on down towards your ankle. Now press these two together. Imagine how your palms were pressing together. Your leg is pressing into the back of your arm. That's going to give you that foundation, and we're going to lift that left arm, just like we did in prayer. So we're finding the same shape. Now as you exhale, bring your left hand down towards your right. Inhale, sweep it up and open. Exhale, release, follow with your gaze. So follow those fingertips like they were a paintbrush. It was a work of art. Next one up, keep it up, and then come up with the arms out into a T shape. Keep the feet where they are, take a nice open twist, like a warrior two. Arms are extended, looking toward the side wall. Come all the way to center, and open it up to your left. Come back to center. Take the right hand to the hip, left hand inside, and slide on down to your ankle. Press these body parts together as you lift your right shoulder, and then right arm up. So as you look up with an inhale, exhale, bring the fingertips down. 2 more rotations. Inhale, reaching up, exhaling, rolling down. Last stroke of that paintbrush. Inhale, exhale. Lift it up again, and we're going to come up into that T shape. Turn the palms to the back of the room, send them behind you, lift your chest. With a big exhale, float them forward, let the palms touch. One more, inhale. Big exhale. Release the hands, and let's toe your feet in. Take your time. And we'll work a little bit on the feet. So lift your right leg up and roll out from the ankle. So just the ankle. I know at home my foot is not showing, but all we're doing here is just rolling the ankle in two directions. So take it where you need to. And then point the foot to the ground and then flex it up. If you need to put your leg down on the ground, feel free. Otherwise, we're using the leg muscles as well today. Last one. Release that foot. Let's take the left up and then make those floating circles with your ankle. And also engage the toes here. So really act like the toes are moving as much as the ankle. And then point the foot to the ground. Flex it to your knee. Two more of those. Point and flex. Point and flex. And then roll it. Shake it. Let's come up onto the balls of the foot. So lifting up here just for a moment, stretching out the arches, lowering it down, and then flexing the toes towards your knee. And release. We're going to slide the right leg out, heel is on the floor. Turn your torso to slightly face the leg, lift the arms up, and we're going to come over. Come with a round spine. We're going to do something standing later that's very similar. So maybe you can walk yourself down the leg slightly, that you're bringing the crown of your head towards your toes. So your eyes are at your thighs. Just a little stretch here. It's not as much as we'll get when we're standing. And then inhale, lift those arms up and float them down. Let's slide that knee in, take hold around the shin. This time we're going to make circles with the hip. So the leg's going to go out and in. We're going to do something like this standing later too. So right now we're getting prepared for all of these standing movements. And then take it the other way. So we did about 4 in each direction. Lower the foot. Left heel comes out. Turn the torso so you can face the leg. Inhale up, round spine to come over. So we don't want to put too much pressure on the low back here. You want to keep your head loose, your gaze down. And just remember to breathe. Inhale, lift the arms up. Release them down. I'm going to slide that leg in, take hold around the shin, and we're making those circles right from the hip here. Not just with the knee. Think about the whole leg circling 4 times to your left, and then take it inward. Last one. And release. Press it down. Shake it out. Let's come to the edge of the chair. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left here, and just spin the knee open. So the reason we come more to the edge, you're going to have a little bit more room to do so. And release. Cross the other ankle in front, and a little, you can use your hand to open a little bit more here. And release. And then take the feet wider than your hips, but the toes are facing forward. Hands on the side of your chair. We'll do that zigzag to the right. Let that left hip really drop down, so when we come to the side of the chair, we've already had this movement. And then just take it the other way, nice and slow, let everything go. Come to center. And then we're going to wiggle the legs around to the right side here. We're going to cross that right leg over the left. We're going to take that right hand to the back of your chair. The hand, the forearm, whatever's comfortable for you. Inhale, lift the left arm, and take a twist to the back of your chair. I like to say stack the forearms, don't leave the arm lifted, let the arm lower. The arm comes down to the back of your chair. Take a look, go that way, turning around. Arms are lowered, beautiful everyone. Arms are lowered, yes, nicely. Now as you inhale, lift that left arm up and float it down. uncross your legs. We're going to take that left leg and bring it along the side of the chair. So you can keep your right forearm on the back there for stability. Press the heel to the ground. And then roll over the top of your foot like you were trying to press shoelaces down, or the knuckles of the toes. And then come back to a neutral place. So your toes are flexed here. We're going to lift the left arm up and lift the right arm up. Now think about that heart, head, all in one line. As you exhale, reach forward, reach to the side walls as though you were trying to reach and lift up out the window. Now inhale, come up. We're going to split it open. Everybody's going to turn to me. Left arm to one side wall, right arm to the other. We're seated in our warrior two, so just turn the chest, Tanya. Other way, towards me. Yeah, you got it. I'm only up here, I'm not back there. Now, inhale, reach up again. Let's take that same thing again. Reach for the side wall. Don't go down too deep. Keep your arms in line with your head if you can. Inhale, come up. Big split open to me. Excellent. One more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach out, reach out. Inhale, up. Arms split open to me. Beautiful. Float them down, and then swivel yourself around to the front. Let's pause for a moment in the front. We're going to take that knee drop again. So take the feet a little wider than your hips. We're going to drop to the left. Let it pause there for a moment. Come back to center and drop to the right. And the reason we hold on here, that twist makes you a little bit off balance on the seat of the chair. Come to center. Now swing your legs around to the left. Left forearm and place it on the back of your chair. That's your support. Take your left leg and cross it over the right. We're going to lift that right arm to the ceiling, and we're going to roll it around the body to the back of the room. So we've got palm on palm here, both palms on the chair, or forearm on forearm. Depends how deep that twist is, but the gaze is in the back. And be careful, you just really want to feel the rotation in the body without any stress. Inhale, lift that right arm up to the ceiling, float it down, and uncross the legs. And swivel a little bit more to the edge of the chair so you can bring your right leg around. The knee faces the ground. We're on that nice flexed foot, and we're going to press the heel away. Really activate the back of your leg here and your knee. And then release that and see if you can roll over your toes. It's not the easiest thing in sneakers, but you're still stretching your ankle even if you get that motion there. And then come back to that neutral so those toes are still tucked here. We're going to lift the right arm and lift the left arm. So right now the arms are in line with the ears. We're going to keep them there as we reach for the flat back to grab the side wall. Inhale, lift up, let the fingertips float to the ceiling. And we're going to open twist to the front of the room. Same thing, different side. Beautiful. Inhale up, reaching up. Exhale, reach for the side of the room. Look down to the ground, don't strain your neck. Inhale, reach up. Big twist open to the front of the room. Beautiful. Last one here. Inhale up, hands to sky. And then we reach for the side wall. Lift up. And then reach open. Nice. Float the hands down. And let's come to the center. And readjust yourself so you're a little bit more towards the edge of the chair. I'm going to work a bit on the core now. So the feet are in line. Before it was head, heart, hips. Now I'd like you to think knees and ankles. So that your ankles are right below your knees. And you have that nice 90-degree angle here. Let's take the arms out into a T shape with the palms facing down. We're going to bring the left elbow to the right knee. So crisscross, lift the knee. Now we're going to lower it slowly. If the knee lifting is in part, you can just take the twist, bringing the elbow down to your thigh. And don't rush through this. This is a core activity, so the slower you go, the harder it is. Just remember to keep breathing. Always center yourself at the last in-between pause moment. This is our last one here. Now, take both arms up overhead. We're gonna keep the arms lifted, and we're gonna take one leg at a time. Right leg comes up and comes down. Left leg up and down. 2 more on each side. Again, this time the lower core, you're gonna be feeling that here. 1 more on each side. Now float the arms down, shake them out. One more piece here, a little bit of an added twist, so make sure those ankles are below your knees again. Reach both arms out, and we're towards the front of the chair so you have room behind you. We're gonna lean back to an incline. You don't wanna go too deep. Keep your chin lifted, don't round the back. Think about the chest coming up, and then sweep the right arm open, look to the fingers. You might not go back, you could go to the side. Come to center. If you need to sit up straight, do so. Otherwise, we're gonna go on to the other side. Come to center. Now you're gonna take either a break in between by lifting up to center, or just following one more after we finish this set on each side. Okay, so that angle, the leaning back, is going to involve more of the core. It's your choice whether you want to sit up tall or keep it leaning back. Last one here. Now as you come up to neutral, take both arms up, float them down, and roll out the wrists. Nice. Shake out the shoulders. We're already towards the front of the chair. We're going to come up into chair. Now last week we did it a little bit differently, more with that motion. We're going to take that one again. So sort of like we did before with the arms sweeping back and forward. So our arms are going to help lift us up, and then as we sweep them back, we'll sit. Now anyone who needs to use the side of the chair to hold on, you will. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to come out with your arms. So we're going to start by taking the arms into that 90 degree. We're going to press through the feet, lift the hips up, wing them back, wing them up, and then take it down. Right? The slower you come back to the chair, the harder it is. This time we're going to wing them back as we come up. Stay up, wing them forward, now take it down. Nice. Take your breath. We're going to do one more of those, and we'll come to standing on the last one. This time we'll start with the arms up. Come up, wing your arms back. Wing them into chair pose. We'll hold it standing for a breath, and then rise on up to stand. Take those arms into that beach ball. Step the feet a little bit wider than your hips. Let's take that standing beach ball over to the right. Same thing here. We have a bend in the elbows. Come back to the center. Take it over to your left. Come back to the center. Let's straighten the arms up and grab that left wrist. Take it over, give it a tug, pull it nice and long. We did a lot of seated movements. Now we can take them and add them to our standing practice and take it over to the right. Come back to center, sweep the hands into your back pockets. We're going to roll the shoulders back, bringing the elbows together. Push the hips and maybe look up. If the head and neck are uncomfortable here, bring the chin in. Your choice. Come to center and release. We're going to do a few spinal movements before we do our warrior series. So come out to the right side of your chair and face your chair. This way you can see me without straining your neck. So we're facing a chair. Everybody's on this side. Yeah, everybody here's got it. We're going to place the hands on the seat of the chair. Now move yourself back as much as needed. If you're tall, you're going to be walking back further. You want to have a flat back if you can. We're going to be in what we call tabletop, right? The only difference is we're not on our knees, but we're standing here. Now just gently bend your knees a little bit. We're going to start to move through the backs of the legs and then straighten the knees. Let's take that 2 more times. Now with the legs straight, move your hips to the right. So that's just moving them to the front of the room. And then wag them to your left. So notice just a little bit of hip rotation. Just move them to the front. Move them to the back. To do that 2 more times, we're going to add another piece in with this. And then come to center. Now wag your hip to the right again. and look to your right shoulder. So look towards that hip that's wagging. Nice, everybody's facing towards me. This is exactly what I wanted. And then come head and hip center. Now wag those hips to the left and look to your left shoulder. Take it back to center. Beautiful. Pedal out the feet, lift the heels here. Now keep that left hand down and circle the right arm up to the ceiling. Both legs are straight, we're just taking a nice open twist. Right arm up so everybody's towards me. Nice. Lower that down. Take the left arm up so we're all facing the back of the room. Lower down. Now, with hands back on the seat of the chair, we're going to take a few cat-cows. So on the first one, as we press into the palms, inhale, lift your heart and chest, and the spine is now, this belly's dropping downward. Now as you exhale, we're going to find that cat shape. Press into the palms and round. Look to your thighs. Take 2 more at your own pace. So as you inhale, feel the backs of the thighs press away, your heart lifts up. And then as you exhale, round that spine, press into your palms and feet. Last one here. Take a beautiful inhale with your breath. And then pull the belly up, round the spine. Come to that flat back. Walk closer to your chair. Gently bend your knees and take your hands to your hips. You want to roll up safely, protecting your lower back. Beautiful. And pedal out the feet. And come to stand behind your chair. Watch your belongings. I'm going to move mine just for the visual purposes. Everybody stays right where they are. We're going to step the left foot back with the right knee bent to come to Warrior One. Just like we did in the chair. We're going to start, take one hand, doesn't matter which hand, to your belly, and take the other hand to your back for a moment. Now think about lifting up from here, right? That's the hip, heart, head. Nice. Now, when you take your arms up, think about a long, like a ladder coming up from your hips. Beautiful. Reaching up. Take the hands back to your heart, and then let's lift them up again. Now we're going to take a Warrior Two, so open twist to the side wall. Right arm forward, left arm is back. Chest is facing the open wall. If you need to hold the chair, you can. I know we've been practicing for a while, so maybe you can use it without the balance. Now pivot to come to Warrior One again, just lifting up to the front of the room. Bring your hands to your heart. Lift them up again. Open twist to the side wall. Same thing. Right arm is forward, left arm is back. Open up the chest. Here we go. Flip your front palm. Let's take a peaceful warrior up and over to the back of the room. Come back to center. So we've got that open chest here still. Now we're going to pivot on the ball of the back foot and bring the hands to the chair so we can work with that balance here. That front knee is bent. If your both legs are straight, you're going to be off balance here. You've got that foot lifted, the heel is lifted if you can. And we're just going to straighten both legs and bend. 2 more. Straighten and bend. Last one. Now we're going to step that left foot forward. You can take a few hops or one big hop coming into just a standing side by side and pedaling out the feet. Same thing on the right. We're going to step that right leg back, finding the Warrior One. So we're going to start with one hand on the belly, one hand on the back. Lift your chest up so you're in one big line from belly button, heart, chin, and then one arm at a time. You're going to find your Warrior One lifting up. Reaching both arms, facing the front of the room. And then we're going to split it open to face Park Avenue. Left arm forward, right arm back. Swivel. Yes, that's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then swivel it around to the front. We're going to take the hands to the chest. We're going to lift them back up again. And we're going to swivel it open. Beautiful. We'll do one more of those. Arms come up. Hands to heart. Reach the sky. Pivot open into your Warrior Two. Now flip your front palm, and take it to the back of the room, over your head. See, you're mirroring me. Should be this way. come back to your warrior two. So arms are open, left arm to the front of the room, right arm to the back. That's it. Sorry. Right? Yeah. You guys got it. Facing that wall. When I change a cue, it's usually just the somebody a little off. Everybody's good here. Take the hands over to the back of your chair as you come up onto your ball of the foot. Nice, everyone. Now hands are on the chair because we're going to lengthen the legs and bend. Lengthen and bend. Last one here. And bend. Now we're going to shift the leg, weight into the standing leg so we can step it forward and pedal it out. Beautiful. Come to the right side of your chair. And we're going to make sure that we have enough room here. We're going to do what we do with starfish balance. We're going to do something a little bit different today. So open the legs nice and wide, but the toes are facing the front of the room. So don't turn them out, right? The heels and the toes are in line here. We want to keep the legs, the knees facing forward. Take your arms to a T, and then take them into a V shape, just like a starfish, nice and wide. Now you're going to grab something with your left fist and bring it over to your right ankle. Now as far down as you can get. No one's expecting you to touch your ankle. Inhale, come up. Same nice V shape. Grab something with your right fist and bring it over to your left. Come back up, starfish arms. And we'll repeat that 2 more times, just moving left and right. Feeling the body bend. Coming back up with your inhale breath, last one here. And one more. And come back up. We've got that beautiful V shape. Bring the hands overhead to you and drop them down to your heart. Now toe heel the feet in and come to the back of the chair. We're going to take that into our starfish balance shape. So we're going to step that right foot out. Just the toe is on the floor. I know at home you can see my feet now that I'm standing it further back. So you're balancing just on the toe. Left arm comes out, right arm comes out. So right here we're already working the side of the leg, the foot, and balance. Left hand down, right hand down, slide the foot in. Take a moment to pedal it out. Left toe, just on the ball, not even the ball of the foot, the edge of the big toe. Right arm comes up, left arm comes up. So we're already working again, balance, balance, challenging, always good. Right hand down, left hand down, foot comes in. Now I'm going to pause in a moment before we go into that. So the feet are together here facing the front of the room. Hands are on the chair lightly. I would suggest fingertips if you can. If you need more connection, you can grip, or you can always play with index fingers or pinkies. We're going to lift up onto the ball of the foot here and keep it lifted. We're going to drop just the right heel and bend the left knee like you were prancing. Now come back up, lifted both heels. Drop the left heel, bend the right knee. You see where we're going with this. Beautiful, everyone. Let's take 2 more. 1 more on each side. Lift up in between. Last one here. This time we're going to stay up. Stay lifted if you can. And maybe bring a hand up. Maybe you can try the other hand or let it hover above the chair. This way you have something to grab close. And then slowly release the heels. Let's do that same pedaling here, bending one knee at a time. Really lift the heel up. Beautiful. Now we'll add the balance part to our starfish. Toe of the right foot. Left arm out. Now lift the right leg up. Staying here if you'd like, working with the pinky or index, or opening up that right arm. Your choice here. Right, so you're balancing on one leg. You can keep the toe down too. Now we're going to slowly bring the right hand, lower the foot, left hand, slide it in. Pedal it out, lift the heels up, do that prancing move, just like we did before. Hands start on the chair. Extend that left leg, just the toe is connected. Right arm opens. Left leg lifts. Playing with your balance here, pinky, pinky, or opening arms. Your choice. Shoulders nice and wide, away from your ears. Do what feels right. A little bit more breath here. Lower your left hand, left foot, right hand, slide it in. Pedal it out. Nice. Let's come back to the right side of the chair. And this time we're going to turn the chair so the seat faces you. Both feet are facing the seat of your chair. Start with your hands on the hips. And then just step your left foot back 1 footstep. So the toes are still facing the chair. Knees are not bent. The back is nice and long. We've still got that hip, heart, and head connection. We're going to lift the right arm up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, take it to the left side of your chair. So lower the hand down towards the chair. You're on either fingertips, palms, or knuckles, wherever it fits for you. Now, lift the left arm to the ceiling, if you can. Lower that left hand. Walk both hands to the center of your chair. Keep the left hand down. Right arm comes up. Reverse twist. We're all twisting to the front of the room now. Lower that hand. Step that left foot to meet the right. Deep bend in your knees, and then roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Arms are hanging. Lift them up to the ceiling. Take them to your heart. And then bring them to your hips once again. We're going to step the right foot back, just 1 short step. Lift the left arm up, and we're going to take it to the right side of the chair. Maybe you lift that right arm up. Lower the right hand. Walk it to the center. Keep the right hand down, sweep the left arm up. Everybody in the room here is facing towards the back. Nice. Lower that hand down. Step the right foot to meet the left. Deeply bend the knees and roll it up as slow as you can, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, arms to sky, palms touch, draw them back to your heart. Take a breath here. Release the hands, and let's turn the chair to face the front of the room again, and come to stand in front of it. If you're really tall, you're going to get a block to place on the seat of your chair, because that's going to be good for triangle. The seat of the chair is going to be far away from you if you're tall. Now we're going to step that right leg nice and wide. Let's turn the left toes all the way to the left and take your arms into a T shape here. Now your back toes, you don't want to turn them away from you. It's not going to be comfortable on your hips. You're going to turn them in just a little bit, 45 degrees. Now reach out with the left arm. You're going to take it down to the seat of the chair. So you have to start in the middle of the chair, otherwise the chair is not going to be in your reach. Lift that top arm up. Nice. If you can keep the knees straight, that's triangle pose. That's why I said if a block is needed, you place it down. Come back to center. Take your hands to your hips and turn your toes to face forward. Now what we're going to do is we're going to toe heel the feet together. So using that same movement. Now find the middle of the chair again. It's really important you start in the middle. If you're not at the middle, the chair is going to be too far away from you. Harold, I just need you to move a little because it's now you're in the screen a little bit. Yes, you are. Okay.
Should I see wave?
No, I don't think so. I think you're good right there. That's perfect.
All right, now I can't see, so you'll explain.
Okay, you can just move over a little bit, Lori. Yeah, just move over, John. Yeah. How's that? Good? I think you're good there.
I'm not.
Okay.
Can
Let's
you
step
see?
that right leg nice
Sure.
and wide. Yeah, once I move, she's good. She's good. Let's turn this time the left toes just at that 45-degree angle. It's a little bit easier to start with that foot. And then take the right foot all the way over. Take your arms out into a T shape. Reach out with the right, and then take it to the chair. Left arm comes up. Triangle pose. Reach the arm up. One more breath. Come back to center, take the hands to the hips, turn all 10 toes forward, and let's toe heel together again. Beautiful. Come to stand at the center of your chair. Lift both arms up. Take hold of your left wrist, take it over to the right. We're going to take that same shape that we took before. This time we're going to hold, but breathe. Come back to center. Right wrist lifted up first, over, hold the shape, but breathe. Come back to center. Let's take the hands into the back pockets. We're going to move the hips forward, lift the chin up. Come back to center. Now we're going to take the hands behind the back. You can interlace your fists. I'm going to turn for a moment so people can see me. But if this is not happening, you can take your wrists. You can take your forearms. So take a place where you can hold on. Now I'm going to stay sideways here just for a moment, keeping your feet straight. We're going to come over to a flat back. Now think about looking towards the ground and then maybe reaching those arms to the back of the room. So the shoulder blades are retracting here. We have a soft gaze at the earth. One more breath. And then inhale, lift up. Release the hands. Let's do that same prancing. One heel lift up at a time. And then come back into your seat. So we want to make sure that we're seated a little bit close to the edge here, and our backs are nice and long. We're going to take the right leg over the left and take your arms out into a T. Right arm under left and find eagle arms or genie arms. Look at your elbows and lift them up to line up with your heart. Nice. Now with an inhale, bring them all the way up. As you exhale, elbows to navel. I'm going to take 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now find that neutral where the elbows line up with your heart and take them over to the right. Now stay here for a breath, just looking towards the right. Keep your eyes soft. Come back to center and take it over to your left. Come back to center. I'm going to take the shirt off, so really stretch it. Open up your fingers. Make a fist open, and shake it as you come on down. Now we're going to slide the ankle over the thigh. So your bottom foot might need to come in a little bit. You find the space that works for you. You can also cross at the ankle if this is uncomfortable, or put your foot on a block. That's where these blocks help a lot. Take your right hand, gently open up the knee like a butterfly wing. We want that nice space here. Inhale, arms up, and that flat back come forward. So instead of rounding down, think of reaching to the front of the room. Fingertips are being pulled away from the shoulders. Take another breath here, and then inhale, lift it all up. Sweep the arms to cradle the leg, take hold under the foot and the knee, lift it up, and a few left and right. Now we're going to take hold underneath the hamstring and lengthen the leg out. Toes pointed and flexed. Take a few of those. And then keep the foot neutral. Option here to release the hands for a moment. Just a breath. You can place them on the chair. You're still not using that as support. Bend the knee. Take it down. Last side here. Last big movement for the day. Arms into a T. Left under right. Finding your genie arms or eagle. Elbows are in line with your shoulders, in line with your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, round spine, elbows come down. 2 more, slow your breath here, really work with that beautiful breath. Think about each exhale releasing you. Exhale. Make your way to neutral, line those elbows up with your heart. Let's turn to the left, look left. Come back to center, turn right. Come back to center, take off the shirt nice and big, open and close, a few open and close of the fingers, and then let it all come down. Slide the ankle over, we're coming into our figure 4 or pigeon pose. Left hand, just a little bit of opening in the thigh. Arms come up, and the flat back forward. Reach, reach, reach. Come out and over your thigh. Your foot on the floor is going to keep you grounded, so that's where you're going to find that connection here. One more breath. Inhale up. We're going to sweep those arms underneath. Lift the leg, a little left and right. Take hold of your hamstring. Lengthen your leg, point your toes and flex.
Bless you.
Thank you. Foot is neutral. Release the hands. Just another breath. Bend the knee and take it down. Come to sit closer to the edge. Take the feet a little wider than the chair this time, but keep the toes forward. Don't turn them out. We're going to take that drop again. But this time we're going to look to the left. 2 breaths here, nice and slow. Come back through center. Drop it over to the left. Look to the right. Come over to the center. Bring the feet together. Take a moment here. Take an inhale breath. As you exhale, bring it into your heart. Hands to thighs, and then slowly wiggle yourself back to sit against the back of the chair. Coming back to that breath that we started with, perhaps breathing in now and just noticing if you've got more space. Maybe whatever you came in thinking this morning is now not as important. And as you exhale, imagine each breath letting that go. So this gentle power, this is a power you have, a power to release, to let go. Power to allow yourself to be present and focused. Forgiveness. I have met many people in my life, some of whom have done me wrong, some intentionally and others through no fault of their own. You help me realize that no one is perfect. As much as I may want to or feel that I need to, you don't let me be consumed by my own mistakes or the mistakes of others, reminding me that they are not mine to hold on to. You rid me of all past hurts, not for anyone's peace of mind, but my own. Thank you, forgiveness. Begin to deepen the breath. Take a full, deep, complete inhale through your nose and exhale out your mouth. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes, awakening up gently. Let's reach up again. Let's get that positive energy from the universe and bring it right into your heart. May sun shine down upon you, may love fill your heart, and may your inner light guide you on your way. Thank you for sharing the gift of your practice, the gift of your presence, the gift of your spirit. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everyone.